from Richness Life. Into the wildlife. To the slavery for food.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you've found us. This is the place where we dive deep into powerful, thought-provoking Bible stories that are filled with life lessons, wisdom from God, and timeless truths. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most incredible, heart-stirring story from the Bible, the parable of the Prodigal Son. It's a story of reckless choices, redemption, and the unfathomable love of a father. Whether you're familiar with the Bible or just curious about its stories, this one will speak to your heart. Believe me, my friend. Wait, let's do this. Well, before we jump into it though, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll never miss our incredible stories that bring new insight and wisdom to your life. Well. Let's get started. The Prodigal Son is not just a story of a son who went astray, but a beautiful picture of forgiveness, second chances, and the Father's love that's always waiting, no matter how far we wander. So grab your favourite snack, get comfy, and let's look into this life-changing story. Once upon a time, there was a man, a father, with two sons. The younger, Absalom, was restless, eager to break free, to chase a life beyond the fields and familiar faces of his home. The older, Ethan, was steady, faithful, hard-working, content in his father's house. Their father, a wise and generous man, had built a life of stability and love for them. But one day, Absalom grew impatient. He wanted more. So he went to his father and said, with almost no respect, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance, now." The father's heart ached. A request like this was more than just about wealth. It was as if his own son was saying, "You are dead to me. I want my life, my way." Yet the father loved Absalom, and so with a heavy heart, he gave him what he asked for. Absalom took the silver, packed his bags, and left, without looking back. At first, life was thrilling. A new city, lavish feasts, music, laughter. He spent freely, surrounded by people who cheered for his wealth and wild living. He had everything he thought he wanted, until he didn't. Ooh, poor Absalom. The money ran out. Adding insult to injury, so did the people. Then a great famine struck the land. Food became scarce, work became scarce, and the only job Absalom could find was feeding pigs. There, knee-deep in filth, hunger gnawing at his stomach, he stared at the slop the pigs ate and thought, This is what I have become? That's when he remembered. Even my father's servants have food to eat. And here I am, starving. Swallowing his pride, he made a choice. I will go home. I will tell my father I have sinned against heaven and against him. I am not worthy to be called his son, but maybe he will take me back as a servant. So he set off, rehearsing his apology with every step. But before he even reached the house, His father saw him, and his father ran. Not walked, not waited, ran. Tears streamed down his face as he threw his arms around Absalom, holding him tight. Absalom, overwhelmed, stammered, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy." But the father silenced him with joy in his voice. "Quick, bring the finest robe. Put a ring on his finger. Prepare the feast. My son was dead, but now he is alive. He was lost, and now he is found." That night there was music, laughter, and celebration. But outside, in the fields, Ethan stood alone. He shook his head. "All these years, I have worked. I have obeyed. I have never left. And now, after wasting everything, Absalom gets a feast." His father turned to him, his voice filled with love. "My son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. But today we rejoice. For your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost, and now he is found." You see, this story isn't just about a reckless son. It's about grace. It's about forgiveness. It's about a father who never stops loving his children, no matter how far they've gone. And that father is God. No matter how far you've wandered, you can always come home.